Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Daytona International Speedway as we are getting set for the 14th annual Daytona 500. That's right, we have 42 drivers. 4 of them are go or go home drivers who are not racing for any points whatsoever, but they are just here for a one-off race and a shot to win the Daytona 500. I am Michael Norman, the official voice of the Budweiser All-Pro Series, welcoming you back to the first points race of the season. It is the Great American Race. We are getting set here, 42 drivers on pit lane, getting ready to mix it up. Let's take a look at our weather. It is a very nice and cool day here at the here in Daytona Beach, Florida. Clear weather, 72 degrees, a very, very slight breeze out of the southeast as we get ready for things to get underway. This is going to be interesting. Trent Dunham, the only car to break into the 49.7s in qualifying. 49.799 was his lap time officially for qualifying. Alongside of him, only 1,000th of a second slower is Levi McIntyre in the number 22 for Penske Racing. He clocked in at 49.800. Those are the only two that kept their starting positions from qualifying. Everybody else, their spots were set by the dual races. The winner of each duel, R.J. Bishop in the 12 and Benjamin Miles in the number 45, starting 3rd and 4th, and then so on down the list respectively. As we are getting ready, this is going to be the most important race. This is a chance to etch your name in the Daytona Speedway history books. We're going to have 80 laps of racing tonight. Depends. I wish I had a day-to-night transition check. That'd be pretty cool. And their stages are broken up into the following: 25, 25, and the final stage of 30. There is no damage for this race, as for all super speedway racetracks. So even if you are involved in a wreck, pending any mechanical issues, you should still be up to speed and in full competition here for the Daytona 500. So even if you get caught up in a wreck, don't count yourself out. The only way you can count yourself out is, again, as I said, via mechanical issues. Stage points also make their return again here at the end of each stages. The top 10 receive stage points from last place or 10th place getting 1 point to the winner of the stage getting 10 points. That's going to be very interesting as well as your bonus points for leading a lap and leading the most laps. Have a chance at getting 2 extra bonus points, which could be very crucial as we saw in the playoffs last season. And the last note I want to make starting this season and at the super speedways, there will be cautions at the end of each stage. Only at super speedways, though. Only at Daytona and Talladega will there be cautions between stages to help bunch the field back up in case of pit stops, because I just really dislike pit stops at super speedways. All right. With that being said, we are going to head trackside for the opening ceremonies here at the Daytona International Speedway.
Let's go trackside.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please rise and remove your hats as the United States Army Military District of Washington, the 3rd United States Infantry Continental Color Guard from Fort Myer, Virginia, presents today's colors. Please remain standing as Lieutenant General Dennis D. Cavan, Commanding General of the United States Army Accessions Command, Fort Monroe, Virginia, will lead us in our Pledge of Allegiance.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a pledge to the grandest flag of all, the American flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Huh!
The invocation for today's 500 will be given by the Reverend Hal Marchman.
Let us pray. Almighty God and Father of all mankind, we thank you for this wonderful world in which we live, and this nation in particular. Bless all who are gathered here today for the excitement of the races, and we invoke your blessings upon all here, and we pray in the wonderful name that you have given us. Amen. Shalom.
And now please remain standing for our national anthem, presented by the #1 selling female artist of all time, Grammy Award-winning Monarch Island recording artist Mariah Carey.
Broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the road its red glare.
Mariah Carey, ladies and gentlemen. And please give a round of applause for those 4 Air Force F-16s from the 79th Fighter Squad, Shaw Air Force Base, Sumter, South Carolina. From the soon-to-be-released Columbia Pictures film Basic, please welcome, for the most famous words in motorsports, superstar actor John Travolta.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
The engines are fired here at the Daytona International Speedway. We are getting set for 80 laps of racing around the World Center of Racing. That's right, this is the Daytona International Speedway. Drivers, legends are made here. We've had many different Daytona 500 winners here. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, we have not had one single repeat Daytona 500 winner. Could that change today? That's going to be the actual question here. I usually have a very fancy starting lineup for you, but unfortunately, I am not going to make Seth do what I usually have him do for renders, because that just seems like that's a lot of work. So, I mean, I'm trying to keep it, I'm still having fun here, but you guys should know pretty much where you start based off how your duel finished. As these cars head down the back straightaway. Try to see if I can't get a good camera angle here. Inside row was all set. It was a nice 3-wide finish for Gatorade or dual race number 1, and in dual 2 it came down to fuel mileage. These drivers can go roughly about 28 to 31 laps on fuel, give or take, probably between 28 to 30 laps. Which means that these cars should not have to come down pit road in any of the first, well, in the first stage, and they'll probably come down at the stage break. But that last stage will be very crucial in terms of fuel mileage. The pace car leads him off of turn number 2. Here they come at a steady 70 miles per hour. The pace car going to turn off the racetrack, and Trent Dunham is going to lead him down to the green flag. The 14th annual Daytona 500 is underway. We are green here. Wasting no time, RJ Bishop's going to go directly to the inside of the racetrack. Coldever going to try to stay with Trent Dunham. But it's going to be RJ Bishop that's going to take the lead with the help of Marcus Schuenberg down the back straightaway. To the outside goes the 12. That's going to open the door for that Legacy Motor Club. Number 42 being pushed by the 51 of Charlie Buxton out of Rick Ware Racing. 3 wide already at the head here as these drivers come off. Should be coming up to full speed. A couple of cars taking it easy at the back already. First lap of the Daytona 500 going to be led by Marcus Schuenberg. As these cars head down the racetrack, you're going to notice a quick pause. There we go. Charlie Buxton's going to lead him down, trying to lead both the middle lane and the outside lane, trying to control the draft. Something that we've seen a lot of cars being able to do. 4 out of the 3 races we have held here at the Daytona International Speedway prior to this Daytona 500, 2 out of 3 were won by Fords. Of course, with the lone Toyota of the 45 of Benjamin Miles winning dual race number 2. So we'll see how Ford can do this time around. Right now, the Ford of Charlie Buxton leading, but here comes Kyle Matthews. Oops. Here comes Kyle Matthews now with a bunch of Chevys on the inside lane. So one thing we've talked about, manufacturer alliances. Chevys helping Chevys, Fords versus helping Fords, Toyotas helping Toyotas. Not always all about teammates here. Kyle Matthews now to the race lead as they are 3 by 3 for several rows deep right behind them. Kyle Matthews looks to lead this lap, but here comes a guy who's pretty good, or has been pretty good at the Super Speedway races. That's Daniel Voiles in the number 62. He's going to go to the middle line, as now here comes one of the non-points drivers, Cody Vaughn, in the 01 for Richard Childress Racing. He's got the 99 of Charles Sanford right behind him. Sanford going to go to the inside, Vaughn to the outside here. We're going to see if Vaughn can continue to get a good run. And here comes our Clash winner, Allie Rain, on the inside row, being pushed by a bunch of Fords. 4 Fords on the inside row. Apologies if you hear a little bit of break in my commentary. I am just a little winded. Haven't been feeling the best as of the last couple of days, so I'm doing my best to call and catch my breath at the same time, so no worries about that. As Matthew Rodriguez will take the lead, now being pushed by rookie Charles Belding in the 15. Belding clear. We'll see as the 66 moves to the outside. Belding will stay to the inside with Fitzwater as they are being pushed. As here comes a couple of Hendrick Motorsports teammates on the inside there. Seth Cole and Cody Lamas. 3 wide for the race lead once again here at Daytona. Oh, they are possibly going to be 4 wide here, 3 wide currently. All right, keeping it 3 wide here. These cars are not afraid to go 4 wide, and that's for sure as the 4 car now trying to control the draft. But here comes those Hendrick Motorsports Chevys on the inside. Seth Cole looking to possibly lead a lap, trying to get help from his teammate. We have an accident in the back. Oh, that's Nathan Ormond that just got spun. The caution is out for the first time here tonight, or for first time here today, and these drivers are racing back to the yellow. Cody Lamas going to take the lead, being pushed by the front row Motorsports team, the 34 and the 28. Excuse me, the 38. The 28's back there. I believe he's the one that turned the 23 as the caution is out. Cars have taken the caution. Remember, no damage. 23 was able to spin it and keep going. Luckily, the caution came out because usually the caution wouldn't, but the caution did come out. First one of the Daytona 500. Now, to minimize the waste of space on my computer, I am not going to just quickly do a cut to look back and see what happened. We're going to watch and see what happened live. So let's see. It's probably a case of someone trying to go 4 wide when they probably didn't need to. Yep, right here. You see the 23 tries to get in line, kind of gets a run on the 10. Nothing really he can do. He should have probably backed off here. Nothing really for Robbie Gilvin to do. He had nowhere to go, so he just turned him off his nose. 23 able to do a couple 360s, grab the gear, and get back on the racing surface. Gonna watch it again here in slow motion. Just coming off the corner, yeah, there's just nowhere really to go. See the roof flaps and the hood flaps deploy there to keep that car on the racetrack. Okay, did a 360 and kept going. And here come our cars on pit road, but we have a mechanical issue happening here. I think that is the 15 of Charles Belding in trouble. It is the 15 of Charles Belding. That's going to be a rough start for this rookie. Something amiss under that hood. And he's out. It was a valve train issue. Something with the 15 has him out of this race. So we're looking at the pace car right now. Going to see who's going to be coming off pit road first. Looks like Carson Gum will be first out of pit road. That is very, very interesting as we already have our first retiree 8 laps into the Daytona 500, and it's a rookie, Charles Belding, with a valve issue. As we are going to go ahead and have everybody catch up here. Going to cut through the field, make sure everyone's good. The 20 of Jessica Shelton on an extended stay here on pit road, unless she just came back down for something specific here. We're gonna see what happens with her. Yeah, she is still on pit road. Not sure if she had to be towed or some type of issue for Jessica Shelton, but she is now unfortunately 1 lap down, and I believe we are going to be going back green flag racing. Yep, we are this time by. '20 of Jessica Shelton. Not a good start for her and that new team. As we get ready to go back racing, we're going to have 15 laps left in stage number 1. Your top 10 as they run: Carson Gum, Matthew Rodriguez, James Qualls, Zachary Fitzwater, Trent Dunham, Christina Bell, Reggie Fogelman, Cody Lamas, Jonathan Zorline, And Daniel Voiles is your top 10 after pit stops that look to be a lot of just stop and goes, but we're going to have to wait and see if that was truly indeed the case. As these cars head down the back straightaway, we are getting ready for the resumption of this race. First retiree out of the Daytona 500. We'll see if Jessica Shelton is still on pit road. She is, and she is getting serviced finally, looking underneath that car. She is one lap down. I'm not too sure as to what could have happened to her. Possible mechanical issue. It looks like they got it resolved, but she is, like we said, one lap down, and not only that, but I don't think she is 100% not going to catch the field before they take the green flag. So she's going to be probably at least a half a lap down, a half a second lap down when they come to get the green flag here. Pace car dives in. We're getting ready. 15 laps to the end of the stage. Green flag is out. Oh, and the 77 car isn't going. Everyone's scattering to get around the 77 of Christina Bell. I am not sure what's wrong with the 77, but another mechanical issue. She is stopped on the racetrack. Caution is out, but we have a big-time accident, probably because of all the stacking up. Big-time accident here. That was very interesting. I don't know what happened there. Cars getting stuck. Hopefully they're able to move. This is something that we have had happen before. This is going to cost people laps. 78 car trying to get going. These cars right here stuck. The 14, the 28, the 21, the 42, and the 3 all stuck on the racetrack, teleporting back to pit road as they take the caution flag. Matthew Rodriguez takes the caution, and we've had pandemonium already here at Daytona. So I want to see what happened. That's the wrong one. I want to see what happened to Christina Bell. Why did she just not why did she just not take off? There's got to be some type of issue. Let's see if we can ride on board with her and see what happens here. Yeah, something happened. I don't know if something happened. Everyone's scattering to get around. Sounds like the car was still running. And then as these cars try to merge back up, right here, pandemonium happened as these cars were merging, trying to get back up on the racing surface here. 4 wide, sometimes possibly 5 wide, and just Cody Vaughn gets right into the side of Allie Rain, spins her around, and everyone kind of just piles in. Levi McIntyre involved. This is the big one here. Dylan Young involved too. Luckily, Dylan Young and others were able to get away. Cody Vaughn as well. But a lot of these drivers stuck between the apron and the racetrack get teleported to a pit road, and that unfortunately is going to cost them at least a lap or more. As we have more pit stops, the only car to stay out is Jessica Shelton. I kind of want to see if this works. I wanted to see if the adding the lap works. I've never tested that out before. But it says unknown player, so I guess, unfortunately, these cars are going to have to get their... there's a suspension problem on the 43, as we're going to have a lot of cars 1 lap down here. And it's going to be a big-time thing. Well, we saw what happened, so let's go ahead and kind of Maybe try to fast forward. Shelton comes down pit road this time. Alley is back down pit road again. As the rest of these cars come out of pit road, that's going to give Fitzwater the race lead. And we're going to see if any of these lap cars can stay in front of the leader when the stage ending caution happens, and hope to God that nothing else happens. The 77 car able to fix whatever the problem was on her car, and she's going to be the lead car here. The 21, the 20, the 42, and the 3 are all one lap down. I wish there was a way to give laps back like you could for like a lucky dog, but unfortunately in NR that is not possible. Your top 10 rundown after the next round of pit stops: Zachary Fitzwater, Seth Cole, Jonathan Zorline, Cody Lamas, Trent Dunham, James Qualls, Bern Oliveira, that's nice for him to be up here, David White, Reggie Fogelman, and Roberto Crown Jr. rounds out the top 10. As Nathan Orman's going to come off of pit road, I'm not too sure if he will be able to catch. Is he a lap? He is what? He is one lap down, so we'll have to wait and see. I don't think he'll catch up before we go back green. What's going to happen is once all these cars take the theoretical white flag of stage number 1 on lap 25, I will throw the caution, put the thing in to throw the caution flag. These drivers will race back to the yellow, and upon racing back, whoever the top 10 are will receive the points for the stage. And then they'll come down pit road, we'll restart the next stage, and we'll see what happens. Pace car dives in, getting ready for the restart here at the Daytona International Speedway. Green flag is back out, and we are back underway. We'll see how many of these lap cars can stay in front of the race leader by the time the stage ends. We're also going to keep an eye, too, because you never know who's going to take over the lead, as the 4 car stuck completely to the outside lane now. Seth Cole going to try to go underneath, and he's got Cody Lamas coming right behind him. We're looking at the 4, but now we're looking at Seth Cole, who has the theoretical lead right now. But here comes Reggie Fogelman in the 8 car on the inside lane, as well as Dylan Pote and others. '24 car to the race lead, but here comes Cody Lamas. The 42 going on the apron for some reason, going off into the turn here. Stuck like part of his car up there. Nathan Ormond was in fact able to catch up, but we're still going to keep an eye on who's what and where. 3 wide again. I'm pretty sure the race leader right now is that 8 car. Robbie Gilvin was also stuck 1 lap down. He's only 1 lap down, as the rest of these cars are on the tail end of the lead lap. At least until they get passed by the 8 car. Reggie Fogelman takes the lead. Remember, it was that number 8 car that went to victory lane in the Daytona 500 last season. '22 Levi McIntyre hanging out at the back of the pack back there. You see him just barely holding on to the draft. That's probably by design. 8 car trying to push the 14 out, but Jessica Shelton on the outside lane. They're going to have a decent run, as I got most of these lap cars up here. A car once again continues to lead. Dylan Pote in second place right behind him, pushing. 3 by 3 by 3. All it's going to take is another car to try to go 4 wide, and we could see yet another accident. down the back straightaway again. Yeah, I seem relatively calm for this situation, but these drivers out here have got to be holding their breaths pretty good. Seth Cole trying to fight back on the outside lane. They got a whole car in between them, but it's going to be Poteet that's going to try to push along on the inside. Carson Gum trying to get up here as well. Get this 3-wide battle here. The 8 car will lead the lap. And the 24 just barely edged out the 6 for second place. We're just going to see what happens here. We are a quarter. We are 1/4 of the way at the completion of this lap. We are 1/4 of the way into the Daytona 500. A-car leading again, but none of these drivers able to break away. They're still staying that way right here. The outside lane is trying to hope that within the next 5 laps, they can get out ahead of the race leader because the stage's going to end in 5 laps. And when that happens, some of these drivers, if they cross the line ahead of the 8 car, will get their lap back. There we go. I was gonna say it's such a long-winded thing there that we don't know who's leading here. Ali Rain, this is interesting. Oh, they're 4 wide in the back. I saw the 18 car. Oh, and we do have a bit of an accident, and the 17 car goes around. He kept it going. Caution flag is out. This could be the stage ender right here. I am not sure if they will be able to go back. If they do go back green, it'll be right at lap 25. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens. Now these cars are trying to get their laps back. We'll see who does it as they come to the line. Looks like at least the top 3 will. The 14, the 42, and the 20. The 8 car going to cut to the inside there to try not to wreck. Oh, they're stacking up big time though back here. The 3, the 20, and the 3, the 20, the 14, and the 42 are all getting their laps back. They're looking at the 17 car. We're going to go back and see what happened here as he got spun around. Just another product of going... Just another product of going 4 wide here. Samet Ozcan trying to squeeze between the 22 and the 17 for some reason. Gets spun by both. The 22 of McIntyre able to save it, but the 17 spins around. I believe does a 360. Grabs a gear and keeps going. Yeah, right there. Grabs a gear, keeps going. And he is now, and he just takes a spot at the back of the pack here. I think something is the matter with Reggie Fogelman. He is only going 40 miles per hour unless he is waiting for the pace car. Something amiss maybe on the... okay, I don't know. Something amiss on the 8 car. I don't know what is happening here, but it's going to be these cars that are going to lead him down pit road here. Possibly a flat tire on the 8 car, I'm hearing. Possible flat tire. Gonna have to wait and see if we're gonna stick with the pace car here or stick with pit lane 1, as it looks like Poteet's gonna be the first car out. as these are the cars right here, the 21, the 28, and the 77, who are a couple laps down. 23 back here as well. All right, so let's see what happens here. So it looks like the stage is going to end under the yellow flag, and with a possible tire problem on the number 8 machine, that's going to move Reggie back into the 30s, and he was going to get stage points. We're going to keep an eye on him here, see if we can find out. There he is right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only have 5 cars a lap down now, a lap or more down. Next time by, these drivers should get the 1 to go signal. The 17 car on pit road. But right now, as it stands, that would be coming to the green checkered flag, as well as possibly the 1 to go signal. It's going to be Dylan Poteet, Carson Gum, Roberto Crown Jr., James Qualls, Zach Rogers, Jonathan Zorline, Charles Sanford, Seth Cole, Zachary Fitzwater, and Cody Lamas, your top 10. Gonna stay here. Once they grab the 1 to go signal and everybody crosses the line, you'll see the pop-up that usually pops up to show you who's won each, or who finished where in the stage. And then we'll take a very quick commercial break and be right back for the actual restart and into stage number 2. Coming down again on a very, very small, very slow pace. Here we go. Green checkered flag is up. Dylan Poteet will officially win stage number 1 here at Daytona. And there we go. Top 10 finishing results are good. These cars are going to double up. Lap cars on the inside. They're going to step aside, take a quick commercial break, and be right back with stage 2 of the Daytona 500. Welcome back to the Daytona 500 under caution, getting ready to restart at the beginning of stage number 3. We have until the completion of lap 50. That will be the end of stage number 2. Dylan Poteet, the race leader right now. Carson Gum second. We have 5 cars off the lead lap that are trying to fight to get back on the lead lap. A couple of them are actually 2 laps down as well. As here we go, getting ready in the restart zone. Green flag is back out. We're back underway. A lot of cars dropping to the inside. Here we'll see if Poteet can stay clear of the cars on the inside here. He's got the 19 right behind him. The 23 still stuck right there. A couple cars deciding to switch lanes from the top to the bottom. Robbie Gilvin in the 28 car. He's trying to get one of his 2 laps back. We actually have a lot more cars a lap down, more than I thought. 6 cars. Yes, 6 cars a lap down. As fighting on the inside lane, it looks to me that the 99 of Charles Sanford is going to try to take the lead here, but I believe Poteet led that lap. Still not really knowing what happened to Reggie Fogelman under the yellow flag. He was leading. He suddenly dropped to the apron after taking the yellow flag, and just could not keep or maintain caution speed. I still believe that it was a cut tire on that number 8 car. Either way, we'll have to wait and see if he can work his way back up. As we had a bit of a breakaway at the lead. Right now, the race leader is this number 4 of Zachary Fitzwater. He leads over Seth Cole right now. But here comes a rookie. That's right, another rookie. That's Dylan Matthews. No relation to Kyle Matthews, but Dylan in the 38 car, he's going to try to challenge for the lead. Seth Cole still has the race lead right now, being tailing off those 2 lap cars. He's going to run to the inside of the 14. The 14 is going to give him room, but Seth Cole is leading the Daytona 500. $51 total laps to go in the Daytona 500. Now Dylan Matthews takes lead with the help of a Ford right behind him. He's going to kind of come up to the middle lane. He's going to leave the bottom lane open to the 4 car, but the 4 car isn't going to take advantage of it yet. Well, here he goes now. The 4 car being pushed by Bern Oliveira in the 9 car, making his first appearance up here at the front. Trent Dunham, our pole sitter, up here as well as last season's Daytona 500 champion, Anthony McCurry up here as well. 20 laps to go in stage number 2. Look at these drivers. Look at them all fighting to win the Daytona 500. I believe that David White is possibly the only driver. No, David White, Charles Jackson, and I believe the 01 of Cody Vaughn are all. So Robbie Gilvin, out of the 4 go or go home cars, Robbie Gilvin's the only one that's off the lead lap. We're going to wait and see if any of these other drivers can make their run up into the top 10, these go or go home drivers. Fitzwater leads the lap. He's going to gain control, and he's going to gain control of the draft. He's going to get out to a pretty decent size lead over here. As, it looks like back in the back, the 19 car, Carson Gum, getting really up close and personal to the 6 car. Man, that was very close. These drivers are all racing 3x3 again. Comes dual 2 race winner. That's Benjamin Miles in the 45 car. On the inside, Levi McIntyre has moved his way back up into the top 10 as well. Four car here battling Charlie Buxton on the inside. Couple of Fords trying their luck here. All trying to catch the 4 of Fitzwater. 22, Levi McIntyre, trying to get a good run on the 4. He's going to... Oh, we have another incident in the back here. Zach Rogers, somebody got spun off the nose of Zach Rogers. It's the 31 of Stephen Colin. Caution is out. The caution flag is out. Unfortunately, none of the drivers who are laps down are in front of the race leader. Caution is out. These drivers race to the caution flag. We're going to go back, take a look and see at what happened, who spun the 31 car. Obviously, it was Zach Rogers. And as you can see here, looks like it's another case of 4 wide, deep in the field. See, the 31's already between 2 cars here. Bounces off the 23, has no real place to go. Rogers trying to save his race car. 31, and then finally just gets turned. The 31 car cuts down and bam, slaps hard the inside wall and goes for a spin. Thank God that the damage, or thank God that damage is off for these super speedways, or that could have been a day-ending wreck right there for the 31. Whew. You have a couple of cars deciding to come down pit road. Couple of cars coming down pit road, a couple cars staying out. This will be very interesting too. Also got to remember for the lap down cars. Four tire stops for some of these racers. All right, here we go. As you can see, the cars on the inside lane here are still your lap down cars. But we have a new top 10 as we get ready for the restart. Cars that stayed out: William Brock, Anthony McCurry, Bern Oliveira, Trent Dunham, Dylan Matthews, Marcus Schuenberg, who was one of the ones that got their laps back in the previous caution, Dylan Young, Henry Sanford, Charlie Buxton, and Levi McIntyre. We have some more of these race cars here trying to get their laps back the hard way. Toyota pace car gonna pull off this time by, and we're gonna get the green flag to come back out for what should be about 12 laps to go in stage number 2. Pace car comes down pit road. William Brock leading him down. Green flag is back out. We're back underway. Cars diving to the inside, cars diving to the outside. We'll see what happens. These lap down cars really trying to fight to get back onto the lead lap. Some of them trying to get at least one of their 2 laps back, and the 77 is 3 laps down. So really the 28 and the 77 are in a worse spot here. The 21, the 23, and the 17 are all trying to just get back on the lead lap. The 14 car right now has got it. A lot of them do. Bern Oliveira in the 9 car trying to fight to get the first place here and lead this lap. We'll see what happens. I think it's still going to go to the 47. Trent Dunham on the inside, pushing his fiance down on the inside row there. That's right. Trent Dunham and Christina Bell are engaged to be married. And he's trying to help her out down the inside. That's also going to give Trent Dunham the lead with the 17 right behind him. Trent Dunham has a lapped car between him and the 51 of Charlie Buxton, who's in second place right now. We'll see if the 1 car can hold his ground. 10 laps to go in stage number 2. One car going to come up to the middle lane there, try to side draft the 23, going to open the door for the 17. Trent Dunham leads this lap. 9 laps to go in stage 2. Charlie Buxton, Levi McIntyre, Seth Cole, and then two of the Trackhouse Racing cars, the 99 and the 91 of Charles Jackson on the inside row here. Jackson trying to get up here. He's not going to get any stage points if he finishes in the top 10, but he'll also take away stage points from other drivers. .51 leads the lap. Here comes Levi down to the inside. These cars are catching a lapped car, it looks like. That is Kyle Matthews. I'm not sure. We all saw that Kyle was last in the Kyle had to make a pit stop. I guess something happened with Kyle. Looks like his bad luck continues in the Budweiser All-Pro Series. Not too sure what happened there. He's hoping that that the stage will end before they catch him, but they're coming in a hurry. And here comes Seth Cole to the inside of the 22, and then here comes Charles Sanford even lower with help from his teammate. Jessica Shelton is also, I believe, back on the lead lap, and here she is on the inside as well. Sanford going to lead this lap, being pushed by his teammate. Jackson going to stay to the inside. He's going to try to go for the lead on his teammate, but here comes Seth Cole trying to get a run up through the middle. Got Joe Gibbs racing on the inside there, the 20 and the 11. That's Laura Chung and Jessica Shelton. Charles Jackson is going to lead a lap for the first time in a couple of years in the Budweiser All-Pro Series as he leads this lap. Now Laura Chung to the inside, 6 laps left in stage number 2. Kyle Matthews doing what he can to stay out in front. He's going to have to merge with this pack if he gets caught and then just try to hope that he can get in front of the race leader when the caution comes out to end the stage. They're definitely catching the draft off him right now. But we'll see what happens when they catch him. Is he gonna stay high? Is he gonna go low? He's gonna stay in the middle. Laura Chung's gonna get a run underneath him. Jessica Shelton moved high to the very high lane. The 5 car probably gonna slow up a little bit of the high lane here because it's gonna break the momentum. But Kyle's gonna try to stay with the pack here. Here comes the 8 car trying to come back up here. Reggie Fogelman had a cut tire right when the caution came out previously and was able to stay on the lead lap, get it repaired, and here he is in the race lead now, but James Quall's coming right behind him. Quall's going to go to the inside. Leading the lap here, 4 laps to go. Reggie Fogelman does. Kyle Matthews has gotten in line. He unfortunately falls 2 laps down, though, in the process. Carson Gum with the help of the 41, couple of Stuart Haas drivers behind him. Zach Rogers trying to get up here in the mix. Now we're 3 wide again. Here comes Cody Vaughn, another one of those non-points drivers in their one-offs trying to get up here. Rogers on the inside of his teammate. All these drivers now 3x3 coming to the line. 3 laps to go in stage number 2. David White up here as well, another one of those non-points drivers. Rogers is pushed out to the lead. He was going to go to the outside with his teammate, but I think the outside lane had a better run. He's going to stay to the middle. He's got no one tucked up right behind him. The 0-1 car getting pushed by Matthew Rodriguez on the inside line. Three wide racing. We've seen this all day. Coming to the line, leading this lap was the 41 of Zorline, but just a little bit with 2 laps left in stage number 2. If any of these non-points drivers finishes in the top 10 for stage points, you'll see their name not really highlighted, but you will see their name on the stage results list, but they will be in red as to tell you that they are not getting points. But here comes Zorline with a big shove by the 19 car, but just unable to clear. I'm going to go ahead and get the commander ready because once all of these drivers have crossed the start-finish line, the caution flag will come out. And there they go, crossing the line, the theoretical last lap of the stage. Caution flag is now being thrown. And we're going to see who's going to race back and win stage number 2. They said the 10 car led that lap. 0-1 able to just get, I don't think he's quite clear as the rows are going to get a better run on the outside. Here come the Stuart Haas cars. Zorline, Rogers, 19 car pushing that 41. These cars are coming back to the caution flag. Oh, and they're going to go 4 wide out of turn number 4. Coming to the line, who's going to lead the lap? Coming to the caution, the winner of stage number 2, they're saying is Zach Rogers. Oh, there's a wreck too. Henry Sanford gets turned around in front of the field. The 4 car of Zachary Fitzwater gets spun too. Remember, no damage. No, actually, they're saying that the 41 car won stage number 2. Oh, my lord, we're going to have to actually look at that one. As these cars get it sorted out, let's go back here. Look at this right here. Helicopter cam. Right there. That's your stage 2 finishing results right there. The 41 car just half a nose, but not even a half a nose, just an inch ahead of the 10 car. And the official says 0.001 seconds, 1,000th of a second. The 41 beat. The 41 car beat Cody and them by. Well, as we get things set up and get ready for stage number 3, we're going to take a quick commercial break. And as you saw the stage results here in the background, take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back with more action here at Daytona.
Warning. The Duracell Cup Series data file you have attempted to access is out of date. Uploading current file now.
It's a brand new car from stem to stern, and it's never been raced at these speeds.
The next gen car is opportunity.
Everything is different with the exception of like the seat, the steering wheel, and your helmet.
Unknown creates excitement.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have, I want to say 26 laps to go when we restart this race. 26 laps to go, and I think there's a problem going on with the 18 of Samuel Oskin. I see there's an issue with the 51 on pit road now. I believe he was doing okay. 51 is a lap down now. A lot of these cars are, again, Nathan Ormond, the 21 and Nick Gunther, Kyle Matthews, and others. The 51 car comes off pit road, but we're going to go through come through here real quick. Something I miss on the 18 of Samuel Oski. He's going 70, but he's just kind of off the pack there, unless he had just come off of pit road. But right now, we have Jonathan Zorline, Cole Deaver, Carson Gum, Dylan Poteet, Matthew Rodriguez, Cody Vaughn, David White, Zach Rogers, Cody Lamas, and Jessica Shelton, your top 10, as we are getting ready to come to the restart. Pace cars in. Green flag is back out. We are back underway. Bunch of cars drop to the inside here. We're going to wait and see. We've got, like I said, 26 laps to go. These cars did just pit and had the caution flag. So these cars, if this race stays green to the end, may not have to come back down pit road. We'll see what happens here. The 3-car Cole Deaver, who won the Daytona 500 2 seasons ago, is going to take the lead. They left the 41 car out on the outside as the 19 of Carson Gum is going to push that 3-car. Coming down the straightaway, the 3-car in the middle lane here, but here comes Cody Lamas being pushed by Jessica Shelton. The 19-car, Carson Gum, is going to be was going to be the race leader, but now it's going to be Cody Lamas in the 48. As the lap cars ahead of them try to settle in here, the 48 of Cody Lamas is gonna be the race leader here. They go in and they're going around and around and around here, the Daytona International Speedway. Cody Lamas, but Jessica Shelton being pushed. Look at the Joe Gibbs cars as here comes the 47. He's going to duck down. He's coming to pit road. William Brock making a possible unscheduled pit stop here. It's going to kind of break the field up into two different packs. Break the field up into two different packs as the rest of these cars had to slow down when the 47 made that sudden move to pit road. So Cody Lamas still leads. He's tucked up right behind the 23 of Nathan Ormond, who is, I believe, 2 laps down. Yeah. No, he's back on the lead lap. My mistake. Where he's at right now puts him back on the lead lap. Cody Lamas is just pushing. 2-car tandeming away from the 2x2 behind him. And we're getting close to 20 laps to go. We have 22 laps to go right now. I believe that is the 47 coming up, getting up to speed after coming out of pit road. Still watching the 48. He is the race leader, and he's pushed that 23 car out there. Oh, and there's another accident, and it's in the middle of the field. Kyle Matthews is around. A bunch of cars lap down. Reggie Fogelman goes for a spin. The 91 car slow. Probably slow to try to avoid everything. And the caution is going to be out, but this is mostly the lap down cars. That's going to save the 47 car. As these cars come to the caution flag, Cody Lamas is going to retain the lead here. The 23 is also going to get saved. Orman going to be able to go around. He'd be back at the tail end of the field. That was a big-time accident involving Kyle Matthews and other lapped cars. Let's see what happens. Oh, Lord. Oh! That's what happened. Look at it right here. In the back, right here. You see the 11 car tried to go underneath the 8. The 20 tried to go with her. They kind of hook bumpers a little bit. The 20 turns the 11 down into the 21. 21 car comes up into the 5, which then turns the 8. The 28 of Robbie Gilvin saves it down the inside. Jessica Shelton able to save it, but the rest of these cars all laps down. Matt McIntyre gets involved in it. You see, it looks like the 91 of Charles Jackson spins out the 8 car. 8 car able to do a loop and keep going. The 55 of David White gets through it. Able to come back up, it looks like, and merge. Ooh, the 22 car saved it too. And then after this, it was just a race back to the caution. Meanwhile, it looks like everybody's back going. We'll see if the caution lights go out this time by. Nope, they do not. So I get at least 4 laps of caution. Yeah. With the lap down cars, I get at least 4 laps of caution. Yeah, 4 laps of caution, so that would make, if we stay with cars a lap down, which I think we will, would make probably about lap 75, the point of no return, meaning that if a caution comes out after lap 75, the race will end no matter what under the yellow flag. So as we are getting ready to go back under green, your top 10 right now: Cody Lamas, Matthew Rodriguez, Cody Vaughn, Zach Rogers, Carson Gum, Laura Chung, Jessica Shelton, Bern Oliveira, Dylan Young, and R.J. Bishop, which is a very interesting combination. We got a couple of Joe Gibbs teammates up here. Who wants to win the Daytona 500? That's the big question. A steadily 70 miles per hour. Lapped cars to the inside. Gonna get a restart with 16 laps to go in the Daytona 500. Cloud cover, but mostly sunny skies here here in Daytona Beach, Florida for the whole day. Pace car is going to dive in. Cody Alamis, Hendrick Motorsports, is going to lead him down to the green flag. We're back underway in the Daytona 500. Cody Alamis got a good jump, is able to pull in front of the 14. We'll see if he goes to the inside going into turn number 1. Oh, he's going to stay right to the middle lane there. We'll see if that's going to help or hurt him. The 51, I think, is a lap down as well. Yes, he is. So not going to have to worry about much of the lap cars here, because the 66 is going to stay right on the outside line. Nobody came down pit road that time, which tells me I believe that these cars are good to go on fuel. Look at Laura Chung on the inside. She's the only one on the inside road that's not a lap down. Going to keep an eye on her progress, see if she can use the lap cars as a pick and get herself up to the top spot. Look at James Qualls back here as well. You know, you've got Dylan Young, David White, others using these lap cars on the inside, as we're going to see, keeping an eye on the 11. 15 to go in the Daytona 500. Robbie Gilvin has been stuck a lap down almost all race after the very first incident. I believe he was one of the ones that were caught on between the apron and the racetrack and had to teleport / tow to the pit road, which cost him dearly. Cody Lamas on the outside row still with the race lead, but the inside row making their way up very, very slowly. Cody Lamas still trying to use the outside lane to his advantage. You see the marks on the back straightaway where the cars have went spinning before. 3 wide now at the front. And look at this. Matthew Rodriguez is going to cut to the middle lane. Going to put Cody Lamas out to dry. On the outside road there. Cody Vaughn went with them. It's going to bring Matthew Rodriguez to the front. Boy, these guys know that it's getting down to crunch time here in the Daytona 500. Trying everything they can to push, shove, and get and move their way up to the front. Dylan Young going to commit to the middle lane. 0-1 of Cody Vaughn up to second place here. Still in the middle lane pushing the 66. Laura Chung, though, now finally edging her way up to the front. Can you imagine winning the Season 13 Budweiser All-Pro Series Championship, following that up immediately by winning the first points race of the season in the Daytona 500? Now beginning to break up a little bit here. Laura Chung still leading right behind the lap cars of Kyle Matthews. Using the draft there, Nick Gunther between her and David White, looking for his first ever career win in his first ever start. Trent Dunham up here as well, the pole sitter. James Qualls up here as well. Now the 21 car goes to the middle. The 11 car kind of throws the block. The 11 car's got to try to control the draft. She's going to go up to the outside. She's going to go to the middle. Now she's going to go up to the top. The outside's going to get a good run. Kyle Matthews should be able to push her, and we'll see what happens. David White also getting a good shove by Trent Dunham. Coming to 10 laps to go this time by. 11 car going to go up to the very top lane now. Going to open the door. Trent and David White clear. Qualls going to stay right there on the bottom lane. David White going to lead a lap now. MBM Motorsports, that number 55. With the race lead, Trent Dunham safely in second place. Now here comes James Qualls to the inside. We know how Qualls is. Qualls wants to win the Daytona 500. Qualls to the inside of the 55. Here comes Charles Jackson in the 91 for Trackhouse Racing. He's trying to get himself up here. 9 laps to go in the Daytona 500. Oh, there's an accident in the back here. The caution flag is out. The 8 car once again involved. And these cars are racing back to the line. The race will not end under the yellow flag. Samet Ozkin trying to take the lead. Charles Jackson's going to get a big push on the outside. But here comes Anthony McCurry to the inside. 3 wide, battling back to the caution flag. This is going to be interesting because the lap cars were within 10 laps to go. So wherever the lap cars cross the start-finish line is where they're going to be. Coming to the line, leading the lap, I believe, was McCurry. Indeed it was. Anthony McCurry led the field back to the caution flag. Cody and Lamas right here. We're going to see what happened. We're going to go back. Oh, looks like another 4 wide incident here. The 4 car tried to go 4 wide here in the middle of the pack, right between Madeline Crenshaw and the 31 of Roberto Crown Jr. And right there, they just make contact, go up. The 14 car is stuck in the wall. The 4 car almost flips over. Cody and Lamas, the 42, the 10 of Rogers involved. Then further up ahead, the 8 car gets spun right there. It bounces off the outside wall, and then the 9 car finishes spinning him around. We're going to see if any of these cars are going to come down pit road. I don't think they would, but you never know what can happen. We should get a restart with probably around 3 to 4 laps to go, and nobody coming down pit road. We're going to go ahead and fast forward. So we're going to have a restart with looks like 4 laps to go. 4 lap to go restart. Let's look at your top 10 as we get ready. Anthony McCurry, your leader. Charles Jackson in second. Dylan Matthews in third. Seme Ozken fourth. James Qualls in fifth. Jonathan Zorline in sixth. Benjamin Miles in seventh. David White eighth. Daniel Foyles ninth. And Trent Dunham in 10th place, right behind the lap car of the 21 of Nick Gunther. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be it. If another caution comes out before they take the white flag, the race is over. Down the back straightaway, Anthony McCurry in position to win back-to-back Daytona 500s. We are getting ready. This is going to be fun. This is going to be interesting. Can Charles Jackson spoil it for everybody and win a Daytona 500 in what is going to be his only start in the Budweiser All Pro Series? Can a rookie Dylan Matthews work with his teammate James Qualls and get front row a 1-2 finish? Can Seme Ozken finally go to victory lane by winning the Daytona 500? Gonna have to wait and see. Who's gonna be the first driver to potentially punch their ticket to the season 14 playoffs through the restart zone? Green flag is out. We're back underway at Daytona. Everybody moved to the inside. Ooh, Charles Jackson thought about moving to the outside there. He's going to stay to the inside. 18 is going to move to the inside. The 38 car is going to try to go with him. 18 is going to make it 3 wide. No help on the inside. All the help's to the outside. Qualls trying to stick with Charles Jackson. Now maybe thinking going with his teammate. And Qualls does. Qualls will stick to the inside with his teammate. His teammate's going to kind of bump up in front of Charles Jackson here. Anthony McCurry able to control the draft as these cars go 3 wide. Stuart Haas on the inside. Benjamin Miles also. These cars are going to take about a lap or two to get up to full speed, and we're going to see what's going to happen. Don't forget, we do have some lapped cars in this front pack, including the 21. Anthony McCurry trying to control the lanes. He was going to try to block the 45, but now he's going to go forced to be going 3 wide. Here comes Daniel Voiles to the inside, being pushed by Dylan Poteet. Poteet trying to give Voiles the push on the inside, get him ahead. Cody Vaughn up here as well, Laura Chung, and others. 3 wide. Poteet's going to push Voiles clear. And now Voiles will take the lead. 184 miles per hour plus, coming to 2 laps to go in the Daytona 500. These cars behind them get single file. Dylan Poteet now clear for the lead. Cody Vaughn is in second. The 11 of Laura Chung up here as well. Poteet going to go to the outside. That's going to open the door for Cody Vaughn. Open the door for Cody Vaughn as no one is on the back bumper of Dylan Poteet. Laura Chung committed to push to 0-1. Here comes Dylan Young in the 2 car. Cody Vaughn up in the middle lane. Look at the run that the 2 car had. Here they come. The white flag is in the air. 1 lap of racing to go in the Daytona 500. Dylan Poteet on the outside going to try to push that one-off driver. Dylan Young on the inside. He's going to take the lead, being pushed clear by the 19 of Carson Gum. Both of them clear. Cole Deaver up here trying to win his second Daytona 500. Down the back straightaway they go. Young on the outside. The 11 car was thinking about it. Carson Gum, he's trying to become a rookie to win the Daytona 500. The 2 car on the outside. We got the lap cars on the inside. We'll see if Carson Gump can get clear. Not quite clear. Here comes Dylan Young fighting back on the outside, but it's Carson Gump who's going to win the Daytona 500. Absolutely incredible. Carson Gump has won the Daytona 500 as Nathan Orman sits on pit road, gonna probably finish over 6 laps down. Absolutely incredible for that 19 team. He is going to victory lane in the season opener. So we take a look at the official race results here as we have a wreck in the back. Tempers flaring, I think, back there. Carson Gump and a couple others going to take a celebratory victory lap here. Carson Gump with the win. Dylan Young comes home second. Cole Deaver third. James Qualls fourth. Laura Chung in fifth. Not a bad statement for that team. RJ Bishop sixth. David White seventh. Cody Vaughn in eighth. Matthew Rodriguez in ninth. Dylan Potey in 10th. William Brock 11th. Benjamin Miles 12th. Henry Sanford 13th. Daniel Voiles 14th. Trent Dunham 15th. Bern Oliveira 16th. Anthony McCurry falls back to 17th. Charles Jackson 18th. Jonathan Zorlin 19th. Levi McIntyre 20th. Charles Sanford 21st. Sammy Oskin 22nd. Seth Cole 23rd. Marcus Schuenberg 24th. Dylan Matthews 25th. Roberto Crown Jr. 26th. Reggie Fogelman 27th. 28th is Jessica Shelton. 29th Cody Lamas. Zach Rogers in 10th. Then it's Madeline Crenshaw and Zachary Fitzwater in 32nd. I said 10th, but Matty Crenshaw is in 31st. But Zachary Fitzwater rounds out the cars that finished on the lead lap. And then it's the cars that finished off the lead lap. Nick Gunther, Charlie Buxton, Allie Rain, Matt McIntyre, Robbie Gilvin, Kyle Matthews, Christina Bell, and Nathan Ormond rounds out the day on pit road. And then the 2 cars that retired out of the race completely, Cole Baker with a suspension issue and a valve train issue or valve problem on the 15 of Charles Belding. Well, I guess I can go ahead and save this as the season 14 Daytona 500. There we go. The standings are official. Rookie Carson Gump, absolutely incredible run for him. By 11 thousandths of a second, beats Dylan Young to the line. That was absolutely good, absolutely entertaining, and very much so, and very much deserving. Carson Gump doesn't have a lot of luck in our online racing. He's unfortunately unable to make a lot of races because of his work schedule, but here he is in victory lane in the Budweiser All-Pro Series Daytona 500. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been probably an incredibly long race for you guys. I know it was definitely one for me here too. It was a bunch of yellow flags, and I only had to throw 1 caution for a stage break, in between stages. So I guess you could say that was good. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm actually going to go ahead and bring up my the schedule here like I always do. And I'm going to input the race winner, Carson Gump. He's the first winner. We are heading to South Florida next week. We are going to the Homestead Miami Speedway, where we get ready for race number 2. So thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Michael Norman, the official voice of the Budweiser All-Pro Series, saying until we meet again.